5:30 p.m. My little YouTubables, it's good to see you. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself if this actually gets released today, because that would be 3 videos, 3 days in a row. And yeah, I'm beat. I don't feel like making a video. Actually, I want to, but I'm beat, and it's like, oh, I just really want to go sit down on the couch. Nonetheless, okay, so here's an update on the little lead soldiers that I've put up for auction. Unfortunately, I don't have a single bid yet. They're all listed starting at $1, and most of them have had 10 or less views and no watchers, so that's got me a little nervous. Again, that's why, one of the reasons why I didn't put the high-end stuff like the horses and the horse riders, the soldiers on horses, and things like the cannons, which are typically going to be more valuable. But that's why I didn't put them up on auction, because I wanted to, in a certain way, protect my investment. But at this point, I haven't got any listings staged, anything in draft mode yet. And part of that was because I ran out of time, but part of it too was because I was waiting to see how these were going to go. So I may have to kind of step back and readdress and look and see what I'm going to do here. It may take a lot more research on my side to look up historically, what they're worth and what they'll sell for, and then put them on as buy it nows. And it could very well be that they're long tail items that don't sell every day like any other hot item on eBay that sells every day. So there's a quick update on that. But I also thought, why not go through some sales with you guys? So it's been, so long in between my last video, which was maybe around Christmas, outside of the 3 that have, posted here today in the last couple days. But I thought, I could do a quick video on sales and recap some of them or recap all of them. And it might only be a quick, 10-minute video once that part starts, but I also know myself and how I get winded and how things can get drug out. Nonetheless, that's what we're going to do today, guys, so stand by for those sales. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Kevin with the Kevin and Anna Flipping and Flopping Show. We buy things, we sell things, we look for investments to make a little money off of, earn a little cash, extra cash as a fun hobby, documented on eBay. So we flip and sometimes we flop. But I'm glad you're here and I hope you enjoy the video. Say hello, Steven.
Hello.
Steven has the sexiest voice of any man I know. He works in IT, but he really needs to be doing voiceovers. Give me your best voiceover right now.
My best voiceover?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I have been told someone asked me to record their answering machine message, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, say goodbye, Steven.
Bye.
Guys, so we're back. These are all the sales going across the top of the screen here that I've had since around Christmas when my videos cut off. And you can see that's not a ton of sales. A lot of that is, unfortunately, due to me not being able to list, and I'll discuss that a little more as we go through these. But this one sold Popeye. Popeye sold for $4.99. I paid at most $1 for that at a yard sale a long time ago. Don't even remember, honestly. But it was probably more like 50 cents. So not a huge profit there. Just stocking up my store and putting things in there. Shipping was charged on top of that. So realistically, we're looking at maybe $3 profit after eBay fees and whatnot. Next, we have sheets. These are Biltmore Egyptian 610 thread count. And I picked these up at an estate sale that was ran by the inheritees. I don't know how you would say that. The folks that inherited the estate decided to do a yard sale / estate sale on their own. So that was cool because I picked up a ton of these new old stock sheets. And as you see, they sold for $59.99 plus $11.40 shipping. And I only paid $5 for those. So there again, realistically, you're looking at about $50 profit on that one. That was a good one. And this was retail arbitrage. These polo socks were on clearance at, I don't even remember. It was at, a Marshall's or a Ross or, one of those type stores. And I paid, I think, $7.99 for about 15 sets of them, and then sold it for $17.99 plus shipping on top. So there you're looking at about $8 profit on those. Not bad. This one sold for $24.99, and I paid $10 for these vintage old tennis rackets. And this was quite a while back that I picked these up, but this was another time where I posted an ad on Facebook Marketplace and said, I'll buy your collection. And this lady said, I used to resell, I'm getting out of the business, come see what all I've got. And we came to a package deal, but I paid around $10 for these guys. So we're looking at roughly maybe a $10 profit on those. This Outlander DVD set was bought, or no, not bought, but donated to us from a friend who was moving and leaving and didn't want to take their DVD sets with them. So they just gave us a ton of DVDs, and I busted them up and sold them in various lots, or as you see here, these volume 1 through volume 3. So, I kind of capitalized on that and sold this set for $9.99 plus shipping. So after eBay fees, you're looking at $8.50 profit. Now this Thomas the Train wooden track, sold as a lot. This I picked up at a yard sale for, I think, $10. And it kind of came with all kinds of trains, and it was a lot of mix match pieces. And as you can see here, I just tried to put a set together, but it didn't actually come together right there. So it was really just, a lot of accessories and track that anybody could build anything with. But again, I paid $10 for it and sold it for $34.99 plus shipping, which that was a big shipping cost, $25, but it was heavy, So anyway, sold that, $35, paid $10 for it. So we're looking at about $20 profit. Now this one, I was super excited about because I'm a Star Wars fan and I love Star Wars celebrations. You'll have to research that on your own if you're unfamiliar with it. I'm not going to get into details, but these t-shirts were for Celebration Anaheim of this year, 2020, no, of last year, 2020. And, they couldn't hold it in person due to COVID, but they went ahead and posted the Star Wars store, which is where you can get all the exclusives and all the good stuff. And you can, obviously, for me, keep, all the things I want, but I also like to go in and buy things that I can resell because they're usually really good profit on these. Now, what I've discovered this year was they aren't selling as quickly and as hotly. Pardon my grammar, but they're not as hot as they were in the years where we had celebrations that were in person and online, and you actually physically got to go into the store. Nonetheless, they had an online store, so I picked up 10 of these shirts, and they were around $35 a piece. I can't remember, honestly, but around $35 a piece. Sold it for plus shipping, so say, with all 10, maybe $37. Sold it for $60. So I'm looking at about $20 profit on that t-shirt, and I've still got quite a few more that unfortunately aren't selling, but whatever. All right, this was another retail arbitrage. This was, again, a Ross or a Marshalls, some store like that. Body glove boxer briefs. I picked up a 4-pack. I think they were $9.99, and I sold them for $19.99. So we're looking at about an $8 profit on those. I bought quite a few of these, various sizes and brands and stuff, just to kind of get a feel for how that would go for retail arbitrage. And they've sold, they're not flying off the shelves, but they've sold fairly consistently. So I'm happy with that purchase. Will I go back to buy a bunch more? Probably not, but we'll see where the road takes us, right? Excuse me. So this was from an old Rainbow vacuum, and this is the water canister, whatever, that is an accessory. And so I took this Rainbow, and it powered on, it was working, everything was good while I was there. When I brought it home and powered it on, there was a lot of junk noise in the engine, and I said, you know what, I'm going to scrap this thing and sell it for parts. So I paid $25 for the whole unit, and these are, I still have, I think, one, maybe two parts that are listed, but I've sold 2 or 3, and this one sold for $19.99. So at this point, I'm still in the negative by about probably $7, but we'll see how that unfolds as we go through things. Oh, boom, right back to it. So these were some of the attachments that came with that Rainbow, right? And I sold all of those for $34.99 plus shipping. And so, let's take $5 off of that, and then, so I'm at this point roughly about $15 in the profit on the Rainbow, piecing it out. When in doubt, part it out. Commonwealth Flipper likes to say. Commonwealth Picker likes to say. Now this one touches my heart because this was something when we cleaned out my mom and dad's storage building. Dad has passed away, and this is a little Coleman stove that my dad and I remember using this when we used to go camping, and we would go camping when I was a child. And I remember my dad and I using this, and so it held a special place in my heart. Why did I choose to sell it? I have a lot of awesome stuff remembering my dad, and I'd never use this. It would just be sitting on a storage shelf somewhere. It's not like something small that I can sit in the house and say, oh, look, there's Dad. That takes me back. So anyway, I was like, you know what? Dad would want me to have a couple dollars out of it since I'd never use it, so I'm going to sell it. So anyway, sold it for $39.69 plus shipping on top, and that one was free. So, let's estimate $35 profit. Now this little book was really cool. It's pop-up riddles, silliest pop-up riddles. You can see it there. Let's see if I can find a decent picture. But you see those little tabs there. you pull those and various things pop up in the book. You pull this down and the little man, whoever, would fold up, fold down, whatever. And I thought it was really neat. I didn't pay a dime for this. The house we're living in, when we moved in, the people that were living here we inherited a lot of stuff that they just needed to leave behind because they were downsizing in such a huge way. So $8.99, we're looking at $7.50 to $8 profit on that. Here's another one of those sheets, sold for $9.99 plus shipping, $99.99 plus shipping. And this, again, new old stock I picked up at that same sale, either estate sale or yard sale, however you want to look at it. It was really an estate sale, but nonetheless, paid $5 for them. So we're looking at about $88 profit, somewhere right in there. And these vintage Tupperware pictures aren't so great, but the tops are a light pink. And vintage Tupperware is fun to sell. I love vintage Tupperware. I have an attraction to it from my childhood. But it was given to me from a Facebook ad I posted, then went and bought some other items. And the lady had these for sale as well. And because I bought the big lot that I bought, she just threw these in. So $9.99, we're looking at $9 profit. Another sheet set, as you can see, sold for $79.99. Again, paid $5 for them. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Paid $5 for them. So super excited. These sheet sets, vintage sheet sets, are bolos. Be on the lookout for those if you're out trying to find and source items. Vintage sheet sets are gold in the pocket. Here's another piece to the rainbow. I don't even remember where we're at trying to count up the total on it, but sold that for $19.99 plus shipping. So again, just pure profit there, really. Minus eBay fees, there's another $18 on top of that. And that is it, boys and girls. There are all the sales since, I don't know, sometime around Christmas. Again, sales have been slow because I haven't had much opportunity to list. But anyway, hang tight. I'll be back with you.
Daddy, we got pizzas.
We got pizza?
Yeah.
That's awesome, isn't it?
Woo.
I'm trying to film you.
Yeah.
You got anything to say? What would you like to say? How about good evening?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Evening.
My little YouTubers.
Two balls.
Yeah. Good job. So that's it. That's all I got tonight. I hope you enjoyed just catching up with me on what's been selling. Not big movers right now. I mean, that's over a period of what? We're looking at 2.5, almost roughly 2.5 months. So nothing major, not breaking the bank, but all of those profits add up over time. And something else I don't think I've mentioned, maybe, probably not, but I'm trying to take all my eBay sales, the profits from, and put them in one little bank account that I'm saving up for a new vehicle, which is not in dire need yet. So I'm hoping that new as in used for me. I don't buy a new vehicle. Can't afford that, and I think it's a huge waste of money. But hoping that by around the end of this year that I'll be in a place where I feel comfortable financially with my goal and what I'm trying to achieve to get a new used vehicle for myself. And then the two over there, we'll see. Don't know exactly yet. Definitely one of them getting sold, but that's a whole nother ball game. Pardon me. But I appreciate you guys coming by, and I appreciate you watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned. I'll get another video up here with something interesting as soon as I possibly can. See ya!